everybody. Chris with Stay Dry Roofing, along with
Beau Weston.
Beau Weston, back at it again. Still up here living in the attic space, wanting to talk about some common issues that we see in roofing, as well as what homeowners have called us and have called us out to take a look at. Okay, so Beau, this is a common one here. All right, so I'll kind of tease it with this. I've had homeowners call. It's summertime. And they say it looks like there's ice on my roof in the dead of summer. Okay. And of course I'm kind of like, what do you mean? I mean, I know what it is now, right? But they're seeing something shining back at them on their roof, and it looks kind of like ice. So have you seen this, and can you give us a brief description of what could that be?
Absolutely, and that's something, you know, that we see pretty common on roofs that are, you know, have some age to them. Typically what'll happen is that first layer of granules on the top of those shingles will start to wear off, and maybe you'll notice, you know, if you clean out your gutters or see the little rocks coming out of your downspouts there, it means you've definitely lost quite a few granules. And essentially with the shingles, first part that you're going to lose is going to be right around those edges of there. And when that happens, it starts to expose that fiberglass mat, which is kind of like what you were talking about. It looks like ice around the shingles, and it can be middle of the summer, right? But yeah, essentially when a roof does get to that point there, water, rather than being completely repelled down to the gutters, it starts to actually absorb a little bit into that shingle. So it's
so it could be a bigger issue than just noticing granule loss. It could be.
Yeah.
Okay. So if they're noticing granules in the downspouts, or they're cleaning out the gutters and they're seeing a lot of those rocks, those pebbles that are in there, if they see some of that ice shimmering or whatever the case is, in time, if water slowly absorbs into the shingle, what could happen next?
So kind of the stages of that is once you start getting that water to actually retain into the shingle and it starts absorbing, it'll actually begin to work its way through the nails. And one of the best ways where you can see if that's happening is by coming up into the attic space. A lot of times what you'll notice is, you know, sometimes during winter you'll start to see ice forming around the nails, or you'll see during the summer, you'll see that the nails begin to get a little bit rusty as well. And at that point, we know that some water has been coming in, surpassing that shingle through an underlayment, and then eventually into the attic space.
So if that water seeps through that shingle, gets around that nail, starts hitting the decking, the wood underneath, that I'm assuming that wood would start to absorb some of that moisture around those nails. Is that an accurate statement?
Yeah, typically what we call them, I call them tiger eyes. You know, I've heard them referred to as a few other things, but yeah, essentially you can look up and you'll see on the wood little bits of black or white around those nails where that moisture is just kind of slowly absorbed around that wood.
And if you guys have seen some of the other videos we've done with some of the other reps, they've talked a lot about water in a dark space with heat, wood as a food source. You start getting that musty smell. The wood itself starts to soak up a lot of moisture. It gets soft and spongy. So something as basic as granule loss could lead into a very big project if it's not addressed in a timely manner. Is that a fair assessment?
Absolutely.
Okay, so if someone were to start noticing a lot of granules, is that something you would recommend someone get a trusted advisor out to at least take a look?
Absolutely.
Okay.
At that point, you know, that's when you really want to at least start to have people come out and then do full inspections, you know, get on top of the roof, get into the attic space and see exactly where you're at, so they can tell you where that may lead to, and it'll give you a kind of a better timeline of when you need to actually get something taken care of.
Awesome. Well, again, guys, if you've ever noticed granules in the gutters or the downspouts, or that little bit of shimmering on the roof line as you walk around the house, call a trusted roofer out. I mean, we would love the opportunity to come out and take a look, but get someone out there. Let's make sure that a small problem doesn't end up turning into a major problem in time. So again, my name is Chris, and this is
Beau.
This is Beau. And Beau, if someone wanted to reach you to have them come out because they're concerned about this granule loss or that shimmering, how could they reach you?
Absolutely, just call the office, and you know, tell us what's going on with your house, and we'd be happy, you know, to hopefully me or one of our other reps will come out there and give you a fair assessment on what's going on. going on with your own.
Awesome. Thanks, Beau, and thank you guys for watching. Again, we would love the opportunity to partner with you. Until next time, we'll see you later.